You don't wake up one day and feel weak. It begins slowly. You notice your legs take an extra second to rise out of the chair. You pause halfway up the stairs. Grocery bags feel heavier than they used to. It's not pain, not illness. It's something more subtle. And for millions of older adults, that quiet change has a name: sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength with age. It starts in your 50s. It accelerates in your 60s. By the time you reach 70, you could lose up to 30% of your muscle unless you act. The consequences are real. Increased falls, slower walking, reduced independence. But here's the good news. Muscle loss is not inevitable. You can protect it. You can rebuild it. And it doesn't require fancy supplements, expensive programs, or extreme workouts. In fact, your most powerful weapon is already in your kitchen. Because when you feed your muscles the right way, you give your body the tools to stay strong for movement, for balance, for life. In this video, we'll reveal 7 everyday foods that help preserve muscle after 60 foods that are simple, affordable, and proven by science to fight muscle decline. So stay with us, because strength isn't about lifting heavy. It's about living freely. And if you've been feeling that quiet shift, then this message is for you. Subscribe to Senior Fit, where growing older means growing wiser, stronger, and still moving forward. Let's begin with food number 1, a familiar favorite with hidden power. Food number 1, chicken thighs, a simple staple with lasting strength. For decades, chicken has been seen as the go-to lean protein. But here's the twist. It's not the breast that helps you most after 60. It's the thigh. Why? Because chicken thighs offer a balanced package of muscle-preserving nutrients. Each medium thigh gives you about 20 to 25 grams of complete protein, including all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair, rebuild, and grow. But more importantly, chicken thighs offer something that older adults often lack: iron to carry oxygen to your muscles, zinc to support tissue healing and immune strength, and a small amount of natural fat which helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, crucial for bones and joints. You see, as we age, we often eat less fat, thinking it's unhealthy. But that fat, when it comes from the right sources, actually helps our bodies absorb the nutrients we need most. Chicken thighs are also more flavorful, affordable, and forgiving in the kitchen than breasts. They don't dry out as easily. They cook beautifully in soups, stews, or a simple sheet pan roast. Take Geraldine, 73, from Austin. She began noticing her morning walks felt shorter. Her knees felt less stable, and she started skipping outings with friends. After speaking with her doctor, she added chicken thighs twice a week, baked with herbs and served with greens. Within a month, she was walking farther and climbing stairs without gripping the railing. "I didn't realize food could give me back my feet," she laughed, but that's what it felt like. If cholesterol is a concern, you can remove the skin. If not, leaving it on can add flavor and satiety and a small dose of healthy fat. Pair it with roasted vegetables, brown rice, or lentils for a complete meal. Try it once or twice this week, not as a diet, but as daily strength disguised as dinner. Some foods whisper. They don't shout with bright packaging or bold flavors. They sit quietly on the shelf, simple, unassuming. But when you invite them in, they can change everything. Lentils are one of those foods, tiny, earthy, often overlooked, yet they carry something powerful: plant-based strength. For seniors, lentils offer exactly what the body needs without the heaviness, the cost, or the complexity of many high-protein foods. 1 cup of cooked lentils contains around 18 grams of protein along with fiber, iron, magnesium, and zinc. This isn't just fuel, it's repair. You see, as muscle begins to break down with age, your body needs constant rebuilding material. And lentils, though plant-based, provide the amino acids needed for muscle protein synthesis, especially when paired with light exercise or movement. They're also incredibly digestible, a key benefit for older adults who may struggle with red meats, dairy, or heavy meals. And what about iron? Many seniors live with low iron levels and don't even realize it. The result: fatigue, weakness, shortness of breath during simple tasks. Lentils provide non-heme iron, and when paired with vitamin C foods like bell peppers or lemon juice, the body absorbs that iron much more effectively. Let's talk about Hank, 75, a retired mail carrier from Ohio. He was strong for most of his life, but lately even short walks left him winded. His daughter, a dietitian, suggested adding lentils to lunch just twice a week. Lentil soup on Mondays, a warm lentil salad on Thursdays. Within weeks, Hank noticed he didn't need to sit down halfway through his yard work anymore. His breathing steadied. His posture straightened. "I didn't think a little bean could do that," he said, "but it gave me more than energy. It gave me momentum." That's the thing about lentils. They don't overwhelm. They support. They work quietly from the inside out. Try them in stews, in wraps with rice, or on top of greens. Keep a bag in your pantry. They cook in under 30 minutes. No soaking needed. For a senior-friendly plate, aim for lentils twice a week, especially if you eat less meat. Because strength doesn't always come from meat and muscle. Sometimes it comes from a seed, small, simple, and mighty. Not every meal needs heat. Not every source of strength needs a fork and knife. Sometimes it's just a spoon. Greek yogurt is one of the simplest foods you can eat, but it delivers one of the most concentrated doses of muscle support available, especially for older adults. Let's start with the obvious protein. A single cup of Greek yogurt contains about 15 to 20 grams of complete protein. That means it delivers all the essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild, especially after activity or even a night's sleep. But it's not just protein. Greek yogurt is packed with leucine, an amino acid that acts like a switch. When leucine shows up, your muscles get a message: time to grow, time to recover. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to this message. It's called anabolic resistance, and it means we need higher quality protein sources like Greek yogurt to achieve the same effect. Then there's calcium, one of the most important minerals for older adults. It strengthens bones, yes, but it also supports muscle contractions, balance, and nerve function. Stronger bones mean your muscles don't have to overwork to keep you upright. And the third benefit, probiotics. These friendly gut bacteria support digestion and nutrient absorption. Without a healthy gut, your body struggles to absorb what it eats, and that includes the calcium, protein, and magnesium needed to preserve muscle. Let's meet Linda, 71, from New York. She noticed her hands weakening, jars harder to open, bags harder to carry. Her legs, too, began to feel wobbly on long walks. Her physical therapist made one small suggestion: start each morning with a cup of Greek yogurt. Add a few blueberries, a sprinkle of flax or chia seeds. Linda followed through, and within a few weeks, she wasn't gripping the handrail on the stairs anymore. She was walking longer. She was sleeping better. And most of all, she felt more secure in her body. "It's not just breakfast," she told her daughter. "It's what keeps me steady all day." When choosing yogurt, go for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to avoid added sugars. You can flavor it naturally with fruit cinnamon or a drizzle of honey. If you're lactose intolerant, look for lactose-free versions. And if you prefer non-dairy, some Greek-style coconut or almond yogurts now add protein and probiotics. Just one serving a day, especially in the morning or after movement, can help support recovery, digestion, and strength. Greek yogurt is cool, creamy, comforting, but don't let that fool you. It's a serious tool in your fight to stay strong. Next, we'll explore a food that's warm grounding and quietly delivers the fuel and minerals your muscles need to last. Coming up, sweet potatoes, strength in every bite. Some foods feel like a hug, warm, steady, reassuring. Sweet potatoes are one of them. But beneath their comfort lies something even more important: support for muscles, energy, and joint recovery, especially for older adults who want to stay active, balanced, and pain-free. Let's talk about energy first. Sweet potatoes are full of complex carbohydrates, not the kind that spike your blood sugar and crash your mood, but the kind that digest slowly, providing sustained energy over hours. That's the kind of fuel your muscles need, not a burst, but a gentle, steady current that powers walking, cleaning, stretching, and simply living. Next is potassium, a mineral that often gets forgotten yet plays a major role in muscle function. Potassium support muscle contractions, fluid balance, prevention of cramps and spasm, post-exercise recovery. And for seniors especially, those on blood pressure medication, potassium can be depleted too easily. Just one medium sweet potato offers over 500 milligrams of potassium alongside magnesium, vitamin C, and fiber. And then there's beta-carotene, the antioxidant that gives sweet potatoes their orange color. Beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A, which reduces inflammation, protects joint health, and promotes tissue healing. If you're feeling stiff after walks, or if your knees ache after bending, inflammation may be quietly at work. Sweet potatoes help calm that. Let's visit Rita, 74, in Arizona. She had always loved walking in the evenings, but over time her legs started aching halfway through her route. Her joints felt tight. Her recovery was slow. Her doctor suggested something simple: add roasted sweet potatoes to dinner twice a week. Rita started slicing them, tossing with olive oil and rosemary, and baking until golden. 3 weeks later, she was back on her favorite trail, walking longer, standing taller, resting better. "I thought carbs were bad for me," she said, "but this one gave me my stride back." Sweet potatoes are also easy to prepare. You can roast them, mash them, dice into soups, or blend into smoothies. And when paired with healthy fats like olive oil or avocado, your body absorbs their nutrients even better. Try enjoying sweet potatoes 2 to 3 times per week, especially after movement or during recovery. Because staying strong isn't just about lifting weights. It's about what you give your body to rebuild. And sweet potatoes, they rebuild gently, quietly, one bite at a time. Next, we'll look at a food that supports your strength while you sleep, slowly, silently, and powerfully. Coming up, cottage cheese, the nighttime muscle protector. During the day, your muscles work. They lift, they support, they carry you through every step, stretch, and reach. But it's at night, when everything goes quiet, that your muscles do their most important job: healing. And to support that healing, your body needs the right signal, the right materials, the right food. That's where cottage cheese comes in. This simple, creamy food is a powerful source of casein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids for up to 7 hours. That means while you sleep, your muscles are quietly repairing and rebuilding. Unlike whey or plant proteins that absorb quickly, casein works on a different schedule. It provides a steady drip of nutrients all night long, exactly when your body is doing its deepest repair work. Just half a cup of cottage cheese gives you around 14 grams of high-quality protein, along with calcium, phosphorus, vitamin B12, and selenium nutrients that support bones, nerves, and recovery. And that's not all. Cottage cheese also contains tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce serotonin and melatonin, the hormones that regulate sleep and help you feel rested. So not only does cottage cheese support muscle repair, it also promotes better sleep quality. And better sleep, that's the foundation of better recovery. Let's meet Franklin, 76, from Minnesota. After a minor hip injury, Franklin struggled with nighttime stiffness. He woke up feeling sore, weak, unmotivated to move. His physical therapist suggested a small change: half a cup of cottage cheese 30 minutes before bed. At first he was skeptical, but within 2 weeks he noticed something. His mornings felt easier, his steps more stable. He no longer had to sit for 5 minutes before getting dressed. "I thought it was just a snack," he said, "but it gave my muscles a head start on the day." Here's how to make it work for you. Eat cottage cheese 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Keep it simple, half a cup is plenty. Add berries for antioxidants or chopped nuts for extra healthy fats. Sprinkle cinnamon to support blood sugar and flavor. Look for low sodium or lactose-free versions if needed. Just 2 or 3 times a week can make a difference. Because muscle loss doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly. But so does healing, and with the right fuel, you can support that healing while you rest. Now we turn to our 6th food, something small, green, and often forgotten, but essential for keeping your muscles strong and your blood flowing. Next up, spinach, circulation's best friend. It doesn't look like much. A soft, dark leaf on the edge of the plate, wilted in a pan, blended into a smoothie. Easy to forget, easy to push aside. But spinach is one of the most powerful allies your muscles and your heart will ever have. Because muscles don't just need protein, they need blood flow, oxygen, and nutrient delivery. They need the kind of support that works silently in the background. Spinach provides that. Let's start with nitrates, natural plant compounds found in leafy greens like spinach. These nitrates help open blood vessels, improving circulation and helping oxygen reach working muscles more efficiently. Better circulation means fewer cramps, less fatigue during a movement, faster recovery after activity, a stronger heart and vascular system. This is especially important after 60, when blood vessels stiffen and oxygen delivery becomes less efficient. Then there's magnesium, a mineral many older adults are deficient in often without realizing it. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation, energy production, nerve function, coordination. A deficiency can lead to stiffness, spasms, tremors, and weakness symptoms that often get blamed on aging but are completely preventable. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach provides over 35% of your daily magnesium needs. And don't forget iron. Iron helps carry oxygen through the bloodstream, fueling muscles, reducing exhaustion, and supporting daily stamina. Spinach offers non-heme iron, and when paired with a splash of lemon or tomatoes, your body absorbs it even better. Let's talk about Marvin, 78, from Denver. He had always been steady on his feet until one winter he began experiencing sudden cramps in his calves at night. He'd wake up twisting in discomfort. Walking became cautious. Sleep became restless. His daughter, a retired nurse, recommended one change: eat spinach 3 times a week. A salad with walnuts and olive oil, a sautéed side with garlic, a handful tossed into soup. And the difference? In just 2 weeks, Marvin reported fewer nighttime cramps, smoother steps in the morning, a quiet confidence returning to his body. "It's just greens," he said, but it feels like my legs breathe better now. Spinach also provides vitamin K, which supports bone density and joint integrity, and folate, which promotes healthy blood cells. It's easy to prepare. Toss raw into salads. Sauté lightly with olive oil. Blend into smoothies. Stir into soups, stews, omelets, or grain bowls. If chewing is difficult, cooking spinach lightly softens the texture while keeping nutrients intact. Try to enjoy spinach or other leafy greens 3 to 4 times a week. Because your muscles don't just need strength, they need circulation, flexibility, vitality, and sometimes that comes from something green and quiet. Next, we turn to our final food, a classic, a familiar shape, one that holds almost everything your muscles need in one perfect shell. Coming up, eggs, the golden key to lasting strength. You've cracked them open your whole life. For breakfast, for baking, soft-boiled, scrambled, sunny side up. But what if the egg, simple, familiar, was the most complete, most powerful muscle food nature ever designed? After 60, your body needs protein, not just more of it, but better quality and more often. Each large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of complete protein. That means every egg delivers all the essential amino acids your muscles need to stay strong. But it's what surrounds that protein that makes the egg so remarkable. The yolk, often misunderstood, is rich in choline, vitamin D, B12, selenium, and omega-3 fats. These nutrients support nerve communication between muscles and brain, bone health and joint protection, fat metabolism to maintain lean tissue, hormone balance that regulates strength, energy, and mood. In fact, choline plays a critical role in muscle contraction, and many older adults don't get enough of it. The combination of protein plus healthy fat plus micronutrients makes eggs a near-perfect recovery food. Let's talk about Teresa, 69, who had stopped eating eggs years ago out of concern for cholesterol. But when her energy dipped and her legs felt heavy in the mornings, her doctor recommended bringing them back in moderation. She started small, 2 eggs 3 times a week, scrambled with spinach, boiled with a pinch of salt, poached on a slice of whole grain toast. And what changed? Within a month, Teresa reported easier mornings, better focus, stronger legs while climbing stairs, fewer cravings between meals. "It's like my body recognized them," she said, like it had been waiting for this kind of food. Worried about cholesterol. Current research shows that moderate egg consumption, about 1 per day, is safe for most healthy older adults and actually benefits muscle, eye, and brain health. For those with specific dietary concerns, you can alternate with egg whites or use a mix of whole eggs and whites. And don't be afraid to cook them simply. Boiled, scrambled with herbs, baked into muffins. Eggs are endlessly adaptable and endlessly beneficial. Try including eggs 3 to 5 times per week as a foundation for strength morning or evening, because sometimes the strongest support comes in the most familiar form. And sometimes the answer has been in your fridge all along. Let's take a moment to look back, because this isn't just a list of foods. It's a blueprint, a rhythm, a quiet strategy for staying strong in a body that's still moving, still healing, still yours. Chicken thighs with rich protein and essential minerals. Lentils gentle and sustaining, rich in fiber and iron. Greek yogurt, cool and complete, perfect for mornings and recovery. Sweet potatoes, warm fuel that soothes and restores. Cottage cheese, the nighttime muscle ally. Spinach for circulation coordination and anti-cramp support. Eggs complete and compact the golden core of senior strength. Each of these foods is accessible, affordable, and more importantly, effective. Start small. One extra spoonful, one swapped dinner, one new breakfast routine. Because progress doesn't demand perfection, it simply asks for consistency. You're not too late. You're not too far gone. Your strength hasn't left. It's waiting to return. So, if this message speaks to you, if you want to move with more ease, stand with more confidence, live with more certainty, subscribe to Senior Fit. We're here for your journey, one plate, one step, one powerful change at a time. You've still got more in you. Let's rebuild it together.